Well, hello, everybody. Long time no see. I probably look a little bit like hell right now because I literally just got off a transatlantic flight about maybe 3 or 4 hours ago. No, about 6 hours ago. I also can't wear makeup because I've got something going on with my eye, but we've got lipstick on. Hello. For those of you who are new here, my name is Sophie. I have been gone for a couple of weeks on vacation. I am back now. I'm at my parents' house today. I will be back at my place tomorrow, tomorrow, the day after. My mom is sick, and yeah, I don't think she's contagious. Anyway, so I can answer any of your questions with the exception, I should probably speak up, I'm sorry. I can answer any of your questions with the exception of medical and or legal questions, and I am using the beautiful Couture Tarot deck today by Megan Skinner. I love this deck. And my menu of options is as follows for just basic questions, any questions you may have that aren't medical or legal. Starting with a basic mini reading, that is one question that consists of 5 cards and is a donation amount of $7.77 if you donate using Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. If you need to use SuperChat, it is $9.99. And then I also offer my full reading, which is 10 cards. That can be one question or split into 2 5-card readings. That is $14.14, unless you need to use SuperChat, which is $20.20. And then finally, I offer my in-depth or expanded reading. That's 15 cards. We go really deep there. That can be just one question. It can be 2. It can be one 10-card reading, one 5, or it can be split into 3 individual 5-card readings. That is a donation amount of $21.21, unless you need to use SuperChat, in which it is $29.29. And I answer a lot of love and romance questions. That is a big, major one that I answer. I developed a love spread shortly after I started my channel 5.5 years ago. Yes, this channel is 5.5 years old as of the 13th of this month, or the 8th of this month. It can be my love reading answers essentially 5 questions in one. It tells you what your current person's thoughts are towards you, their current feelings towards you, their current intentions towards you, their general energies towards the connection between you and them, and your general energies towards the connection. And this can be done with a mini reading, a full reading, or an in-depth expanded reading. Be done with any of them. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I have definitely done the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, or the OG love reading, as a lot of my clients call it. I've definitely done that for folks who it's not a romantic situation. Like, what is my boss thinking? What is my friend thinking about me? What does my animal think about me? There's really no limitation to that. And then I also offer soulmate confirmation readings. That consists of 10 cards. It is a 10-card reading and is a donation amount of $16.16 if you use Cashapp, PayPal, or Venmo. It is $23.23 if you need to use SuperChat. And it can be asked in one of 2 different ways. The first way we can ask it is we directly ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides if the person currently in your life is indeed a soulmate of yours. And if the answer is yes, they'll explain why and in what context. We have many soulmates, and they come in many different shapes and sizes, have many different purposes. So they'll explain what purpose they're supposed to serve for you, if they are indeed a soulmate. If they're not, they'll explain why not. The second way we can ask is we ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides if they give their divinely ordained blessing towards your connection. The answer is yes. That is absolutely a very much solid romantic soulmate connection there. Highly recommend that reading for people who are currently in a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. We have, as I mentioned, we have soulmates of all different shapes and sizes. We have animal soulmates, we have friends, soulmates, family members, you name it. So if you just want to know if someone in your life currently is a soulmate, this is definitely, well, no, it doesn't have to be someone currently. I have definitely done a soulmate reading for someone who is not in a connection with someone, but was interested in starting a connection with someone, but only wanted to if it was a soulmate status, so they wanted that confirmation. Speaking of soulmates, I also offer past life regression readings. I have been studying past life regression therapy since I was very, very young. That is a 10-card reading as well, and it is a donation amount of $19.19 if you use PayPal, Venmo, or Cashapp. You need to use SuperChat. It is $27.27. And there is really no limit to. Oh, hello. Oh my God, no. Let's not talk about animals and sickness, okay, Eve? My mom's cat's not doing well, and I just got home like 4 hours ago. Like, I got off the plane, I don't know if you can tell, I got off the plane 4 hours ago, and she's not well. So, and no, I can't answer your question, but I can recommend, I know cannabis is good for sick animals, but I'm not supposed to even say that. Anyway, back to what I was saying, past life regression readings, there is no limit to the intention. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you for your condolences. I forget how old she is. I mean, we got her when she was a baby. I want to say a sophomore in college. So I was like 19. And I'm 29 now. No, so she is... Wait. No way. No way is she 21. No way. Thank you so much for your donation, Christina. Thank you, girl. Thank you. There's no way she's in her 20s. We celebrate her birthday every year. I'm pretty sure she's 16. I must have been old. I was old. No, I had graduated college. I remember I was working at the publishing company. Yeah, I was not in college. So I must have been like 23. So, yeah, she's getting up there, dude. And I hope Lexi's doing well. Is she with you? I don't know if you're still here, if you're in Harry. Miss Christina, thank you, sweetheart, for your donation. As you see, I'm at my parents' house today, so I don't have the card cam, but I will show you every card that I pull. Okay. How is Renee thinking and feeling about my request that we work together on the project? Absolutely. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, and your sign again and Renee's sign. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work on the project? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work on the project? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work on the project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee feeling about Christina's request to work on the project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work on the project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about her request, Christina's request to work on the project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work on a project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Renee thinking and feeling about Christina's request to work together on a project? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Renee's thoughts and feelings about Christina's request to work on the project together? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Renee's thoughts and feelings regarding Christina's request to work on the project together? We have the Emperor reverse. You're a Pisces, and you don't know Renee's. Okay, we have the Emperor reverse. I have my book out here, which has specifically financial and career definitions, so this will be good for that. Page of Wands reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Is this a friend of yours or a coworker? Five of Swords reversed. And Queen of Cups reversed. Not in favor, and not just because they're all reversal cards. It's the nature of the cards themselves, and I'm going to go through each one. Is this not a friend? I have never met her. Okay, so this is not the girl, your friend who you asked in the past, and she was way gung ho. That's why I was about to ask, yeah, because this is very different energy. Unfortunately, that was super enthusiastic energy. My goodness, this is quite the opposite. Starting with the Emperor reversed, denial of responsibility. Yeah, I'm not that person for sure. Yeah, that's what I figured. I felt that with the energies. Yeah, the Emperor reversed is often especially when it comes to working and working collaboratively, denying responsibility, shirking autonomy, denying autonomy. It's quite possible, love. It's quite possible that if she were to say yes, she would dump all the work on you. I don't know if you've worked with her before, but be wary of that. Then we have this Page of Wands reverse, which I think I know what it's going to say, but I just want to get clarity here. She's unreliable. She's unreliable, and she's not nearly as motivated as you are. Yeah, I was gonna, because the Page of Wands reversed is almost always whether we're talking about work or just everyday activities, it's almost always indicative of someone not having a whole lot of motivation. Low-key lazy. High-key lazy, actually. I don't know if you've observed that in her, but I keep on getting this energy that if she were to say yes, it would be completely unfair. Queen of Swords reversed. It would be completely unbalanced. The Queen of Swords upright delegates. She has it features the scale, like the Justice card. The traditional artwork. This one doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. But regardless, there is one in the actual art, and when it's reversed, that is someone not doing their fair share. It's like she already knows. It's like she already has an awareness that she either wants to dump all the work on you, take advantage of you, or doesn't want to go forward because she knows herself so well and doesn't want to do that to you. It's one of the two. I have a feeling it's the former. I do. Which makes me wonder if she will actually agree to working with you, but not for the right reasons. And I kept on seeing the Fool reverse when I was shuffling too. It didn't come out here, but that's also very much a card of someone who is not taking their responsibility, not doing their share. Five of Swords reversed is very representative of that. And I'm not saying that she's like that in every project that she engages in, but she sees she feels like you're a harder worker than she is, and you likely are. She recognizes that, she clocks that, and this Five of Swords reversed is like, I'm just going to put my sword down. I'm not going to use my brain. I'm not going to fight for this project. I'll let her take that on. Now this Queen of Cups reversed, I want some clarity with her as well. We have both. I understand the Queen of Swords is very, very clearly reversed in this situation, but this Queen of Cups reversed here. Dependence. There we go. That definitely checks out here. I believe that she would likely say yes to you, but again, for all of the wrong reasons. the intentions here are not. I know we didn't ask her intentions, actually. We asked what her thoughts and feelings were, and I got all of her intentions here. She sees that you would likely, juggle several balls in the air to get this done, and she's kind of just like watching from the sidelines. This isn't someone you want to work with, and I know I said she was likely not going to work with you at first, but now that I'm reading it closer, it's not that she doesn't want to work with you, it's that she wants to take advantage of your hard work. She's not a good collaborative person. At least not in this situation. Maybe she's rocked it in the past. Maybe you've worked with her in the past and she did a good job. But in this instance, I'm seeing someone who, Queen of Swords reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed. This is someone who has no intention. Either, like as I mentioned, either has intentions of letting you do all the work, or just not getting involved in the project at all. That's also possible. She may realize like that would be evil for me to do, But yeah, her heart's not in it, and it's not fair, unfair balance of work there. So I don't want to tell you to not ask her, but the energy's not good with her. Again, you may have worked with her in the past, which is not to say she's always, again, like I don't think she's always a bad worker, but the energy with this specifically just feels fishy. And not in the good way, like the Pisces way. You're welcome. You're very welcome, love. Thank you so much for your donation, love. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you said that. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, banana brain. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you said you hadn't met her. Yeah, be careful there, love. All right. Yeah, I also. Oh, by the way, yeah, the donation queue's once again open. I also offer private readings. I offer two different types of private readings. The first one that I offer is one-on-one. It is usually done at my place with my camera, my card camera, and you can see all the cards. You see me, you hear me. It's just one-on-one. I did a reading for a client of mine privately, right like the night before I left for Turkey, and I was here, so I wasn't able to do their reading with the card cam, but it was a great reading nonetheless. If you are interested in a one-on-one private Zoom reading with me, please let me know. Either shoot me an _email, or you can always send me a DM over on Instagram, which y'all should all go follow me. It's Starry _I_tarot. That's me. Yeah, if you want a private reading, ask me there or email me. And that offers two different things. It provides you with discretion. It's totally private. I do not record it. My client wanted to make sure I wasn't recording. I would never do that. I don't record them. And we just received a donation from Miss Mercedes. Hey girl, hey! How are you doing? This? I don't know. There's like a little symbol and it says the word this. I don't know. But I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, girl. I literally got off the plane at SFO. I was in Paris this morning. I was in Paris last night. I just got back from Paris and Turkey. My brother got married in Turkey, and then I spent a week in Paris. It was fantastic, and yeah, and I almost got a sweet upgrade on my flight. They were like, "Do you want to fly tomorrow, and we'll pay for your flight, and we'll give you $800 credit?" I was like, "Shoot!" But the friend I was staying with like couldn't have me. I was like, "Dang." I mean, I could have just got a hotel, but I needed to no, I needed to come back for a doctor's appointment. I remember I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Um, and then they were like, because it was a hella full flight. I literally got off the plane like 4 hours ago, girl. But I'm like awake. It's weird. Um, and then they were like, okay, that's fine. But would you be willing to volunteer to, because it was a straight direct flight, which is like heaven on earth because it's such a long, it's 11 hours. You just want that in one go. I was like, they're like, would you be willing to transfer and we'll give you $800 United credit? I'm just like, hell yeah, yes I would. That I would be willing to do because then I can fly business on my way, the other leg of the flight, or fly somewhere else. But they did not choose me, sadly. But that would have been wild. It would have been wild if I had left the next day. But yeah, miss Perry already. How are you, honey? How can I help you? Oh, I got a tarot reading, by the way, when I was in Istanbul. I don't know how I felt about it, girl. Okay, first of all, she was speaking Farsi, which is totally cool, and she was speaking to me through her translator. Um, but I think some things were lost in translation. She had me pull the cards, which I'm not used to, but whatever. I also do this online. She had me pull the cards. Yeah, my brother got married, not in Istanbul. That's where he lives, or not right. It's where he used to live right now. He's in Ukraine. Another story, another day. But his betrothed, his wife, lives in eastern Turkey. I was literally looking out my window at my hotel at Syria and Iraq. Sorry, not Iran, not Iran. Syria and Iraq. I was like, holy moly! I've never been anywhere like that. It was like all desert and then this like oasis of a town. Yeah, and there was like this beautiful like lake through it. I'm pretty sure it's the Euphrates. They have two beautiful bridges. We went and had shisha. Um, yeah, it was there were 600 people, girl. It was like the wedding of the year. Yeah, it was, and they don't sell alcohol in that town. It's a dry town. So little me was really socially anxious. I brought a little bottle from Istanbul. I was like, I'm bringing something. I'm sorry. It's totally legal for me to do that. So yeah, it was so much fun, hun. Yeah, I gotta post some pictures on my Instagram. Yeah, there was a henna night the night before. I didn't. We don't. It was only for the bride. But there was hella dancing. It was hella fun. Yeah, and there was one last thing I was gonna mention. Yeah, the tarot reading. So I got a tarot. I was walking down the street, and then I wasn't supposed to turn right. I was heading somewhere, but I saw this really cute cat. Istanbul is ruled by cats. I'm like, oh, so I turned down the street, and I saw this cafe that said tarot. I didn't know if the cafe was called tarot. Hey, Wendy. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm blabbing Mercedes about my travels. I just got back off the plane like 6 hours ago, and I can't sleep. Got a little bit of a headache. I'm way too wired to sleep, even though it's like 3 in the morning in Paris. I got to go to Paris. Sophie got to go to Paris because we thought she couldn't go, but we made it happen. I'm telling the story of how I got a tarot reading in Istanbul. The woman spoke Farsi, so we did it through a translator, and she had me pull the cards. And this is the only thing I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what question I asked, but I pulled the Ten of Cups and I pulled the Two of Pentacles, okay? Good cards, right? She looks at those two cards, and the translator goes, you have deceived and betrayed a lot of people, and there's a curse on you, and I can remove that for you. I'm like, no, we're good. I was like, I use my translator. Like, that's where I have to beg to differ with you, honey. No. I was like, because I was talking to her in Farsi. I was like, I have not betrayed people. I've never stolen from someone. I've never cheated on someone. That's 7 of Swords, baby. And I don't know why this 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups is. I don't know why that's telling you that, but we can. And then, oh yeah, and thankfully it was at, like, the end of the reading. It was a 20-minute reading. It was $20 for 20 minutes. Fair. It's like half of what I charge for a private reading. But when she said I had a curse, and it'll be it's not witchcraft, because I told her I don't do witchcraft. She was like, it's just a crystal and some wax, and she like showed me the back of her room. I'm like, I told you I don't want it. Thank you. She's like, it's only 3,000 lira more, which is like $30, maybe 35. Yeah, $30. I was just like, no, yeah, maybe 40. I was just like, no. She was like, 1,000. I'm like, girl, no, thank you so much. And I gave her a hug. I was like, thank you so much. Can I have your credit card machine, please? Like, we're done here. Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of when Sophie, because that was like the one of the things I wanted to do while I was there. She was BS, dude. I would never tell any of y'all that. First of all, I don't believe in curses. I told her that. I'm like, no, you only give people that power. That's why I do return to sender. Like, you're giving them that agency. I didn't explain it to her, but I'm just like, look, if anyone's put a curse on me, that's on them. I bless them. Bounces off of me, goes right back to them. I'm good. Like, you're scamming people. She totally was. Like, she didn't know what she was reading. Unless there was something totally lost in translation, which is fair. English, Farsi, not similar languages. I get it. Still, I wasn't feeling a reader there. You know what I mean? Even you guys, well, you guys know tarot, but you know what I mean? 2 Pentacles, 10 Cups. Wendy, did you sent a donation to? Oh my holy moly! You guys are the nicest girls. Thank you so much. Let's get this crack-a-lackin'. All right, Miss Mercedes. Did you have multiple questions, or did you have one big question? Totally up to you. I've been battling like a halo of a headache since I got off the plane. I think I didn't hydrate enough. I'm gonna turn the camera off because I'm not drinking from a very elegant coupe right now. You got multiples? Oh my gosh, that sounded a little vulgar. Okay, multiple questions. Absolutely. Please go ahead and post your first question. Thank you. And yeah, ever since I got off the plane, my nose has been like so red. Just one. Okay, never mind. What's gonna happen with me and DJ? He's a new spicy client, and we need him to stay. Gotcha. Okay. I hope there's some pentacles here. And do you know his sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What's going to happen with Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen with Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen with Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen with Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What is going to happen between Mercedes and DJ? Alright, let's see, baby. Okay. We have the Empress reversed, the Hermit, the Star reversed, Temperance. You're Sagittarius, right, girl? Queen of Wands reversed, which is all. Oh no, wait. You know that's Knight of Wands. Sorry. Seven of Swords. I was going to play a joke on you, and I was going to say, girl, but you've betrayed a lot of people, which you haven't. But there is something about betrayal, so now I don't feel comfortable making that joke. But that would have been funny, wouldn't it? Okay. King of Swords reversed. I believe that. I'm going to cleanse you. Nine of Cups. I like that. They're all women in a pool, and it was right when I said, I will cleanse you. Like, you don't need to be cleansed. Y'all good. Okay. Queen of Cups reversed. Two of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Speaking of which, we talked about that. Queen of Swords reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. Page of Wands reversed. And the Fool reversed. Okay. So he's a new spicy client. How long have you had him as a client for? There's something that he's not telling you. It's not this Seven of Swords that I'm seeing. I'm not feeling betrayal so much as I'm feeling, well, yeah, I feel like there was some kind of lie. Did he say he was single? Because if he did, I don't feel like he is. I really don't. We have a lot of cards here. Sadly, I'm not seeing a whole lot of Pentacles, which is not to say that he will not continue. I actually do see him continuing this Two of Pentacles, but that's also telling me furthermore, right underneath the Seven of Swords, that's telling me that I think if he told you that he's single, even though he's a client, I guess it doesn't really matter, but if he did say he was single, I do not think that he is. Right at the top, we have this Empress reversed. This is telling me that whatever's going on between the two of you, I don't want to say that it's purely transactional, but it's not, I don't see it growing. I don't, like, the Empress is about creation, growth, the divine feminine, of which you are, but, and especially with this Hangman reversed, I do see things remaining as they are. So however things are now is how I see things continuing. He is satisfied with your services. He likes you, thinks you're a swell, lovely lady, very beautiful, enjoys your company. But then we also have this, that's okay as long as they continue, for real. Okay, for real. And that's what I'm seeing. I do see continuation. I do see some fear with him, and that's what I'm saying is I think he is a bit freaked out because I think he's married. I do, or at least in a very long-term connection. I don't know how much of himself he has shared with you, but with this Hermit, King of Swords reversed, and Queen of Swords reversed, I get the sense that he's more of a private, or they're more of a private person. Hello, Mahogany. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm currently reading for Mercedes. Then we have Wendy, and then if you made a donation, you would be read for next. Not much. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna explain much more, hon. I think he really. I don't know if it's like he does something really like important for a living. And or there's someone that he cannot have find out. But I do see continuation with this Temperance card. I do see continuation. But yeah, he's satisfied, but he's not. You don't know what he does. Yeah. He's satisfied. Queen of Cups reversed, but doesn't want to take it further. I see that also with this Queen of Wands reversed, and the Fool reversed. But this Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, is telling me that he's going to continue balancing you in his life, in a professional sense. Yeah, even with this Page of Wands reversed, I think that's more the energy of his level of privacy. But yes, no, I see someone continuing for my friends. I see someone continuing, yeah. So, and I don't know when the last appointment you had was with them, but I do see another one. You're very welcome, love. Thank you. I'm gonna run and take a stupid Excedrin because I'm just gonna keep it real. I do have a headache. I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, and we are right back. Thank you all so much for your patience. Miss Wendy, thank you so very much for your donation, love. Did you want a 10-card reading, or did you have two different questions? Can I please get what is their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me spread for 5 cards? This is about my previous manager, A, and he's a Libra. Yeah. Let's look into it. Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Thank you for having this sign. Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are A's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Wendy? Seven of Cups reversed, Six of Wands reversed, Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles reversed, and Four of Wands reversed. Not good energy here, as you are probably keenly aware of. And it looks like it goes both ways. Starting with your general energy, we have this Seven of Cups reversed. This is telling me that he is someone who you do you try to avoid him? I want a little bit of clarity here. Do you try to avoid him in work situations? And is he a distracted person? I feel like he can be a distracting person, or at least have a difficult time making executive decisions. Yes, because I don't want him to give me more responsibilities. Gotcha. Okay. His general energy towards you, we have this Four of Wands reversed. Four of Wands reversed is disharmony, lack of cooperation. Sounds like he's just dumping work on you and not helping. His thoughts towards you. We have the Six of Wands reversed. It's very pessimistic. Yes, I'm sorry, I read that. It's very pessimistic energy. It's almost like this is one of the few people who I've read for you, a coworker of yours. By the way, I met not a coworker of yours, but they worked at another city, the same company, and we're friends. Like I text her and stuff. Anyway, it's very pessimistic. It's very different from the energy I've read from other coworkers of yours. He recommended me for some critical tasks because he said that he trusts me and no one else. He asked me if I had any aspirations to grow with the company. That's very wow. That's very different from what I'm seeing here. His feelings towards currently, we have the Five of Pentacles, who's also I would say pretty pessimistic. I want some clarity. He's definitely stressed about his own position. I dodged the question and didn't give him a yes. That could be why he's not thrilled here. because I'm seeing someone who with this Five of Pentacles, yeah, that's someone who he feels like, I don't want to say not betrayed by you, but denied by you. Even though you didn't say no, he didn't get the yes that he wanted. His intentions, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. That tells me that I don't think he's going to push this. I don't think he's going to try and push it further. I think that he, in you dodging the question, he got all the information he needed there. Like, you don't want that additional responsibility. That's not something that you want to take on. If you did, you would have jumped at the chance. Or that's the type of person who he wants to hire for that position. Or, to promote, like someone who is jumping at the chance to do so. And that's where I'm getting this pessimistic energies. I think it's something that he's picking up on you. Like, oh, she wasn't like jumping for joy. Okay, good. I think it's obvious I wanted to leave. I was just going to say, honey, you checked out a while ago. And I'm surprised that they haven't. Maybe some people have picked up on that, but certainly not everyone. I mean, they are they mostly men and like super like kind of spectrumy? Because they're all like super duper smart. I don't think they're the best read of people. He's the type to work 24/7 and does everything he's told. Oh dear. Yeah, he's just a work dog. Yeah, that's not what you're looking to get involved in. So that explains that. Okay, that explains the whole pessimism thing. It's not that he's pessimistic or thinks that you're not worth your salt. Very quite the opposite. He does think you are worth your salt. It's just he finally picked up on it. Like, oh, yeah, she doesn't want to grow with the company. Like, she might. I don't know if he thinks that you've checked out. And recently I've been pushing back a lot. Good. Yeah, maintain those boundaries. So that explains the tension. Yeah. It's not like he doesn't like you. I'm not picking up that energy. It's more just like there is a level, and there's certainly a level of surprise to it. I really think he thought you were going to be like, yes, like hell yeah, I want to take this, but you just evaded the question, which is pretty much a no. And he picked that up. He did pick that up. Yeah. There's a level of disappointment and surprise. Yeah. But hey, someone's got to figure it out. Like, they got to read you at some point, right? Yeah. Because I am a strong performer, but I don't want to be there. Absolutely, you're and you're an asset to them. They know that. They don't want to lose you. In fact, they want to promote you. I'm sure I've told you that in other readings. They definitely want to promote you, as you know. I've told you directly. But as you just said, he's the type to work 24/7 and does everything he's told. That's the type of person they want. And you're a great worker, but yeah, I don't want to use the word, but it's almost like the S word, I know you're getting paid, but that's a lot. It's a lot. I used to work for Yelp. Yelp. Fresh out of college, I got a job at Yelp in marketing, and they wanted us there 24/7. They made it cush. There was always delicious food, and there were like sleep pods and stuff. When I saw the sleep pods, I was just like, oh, this isn't going to be the place for me. No way. What can I finally move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? When does it come to an end? My trip went so smoothly, girl. There were no delays. I had two of my flights had transfers, no delays. Oh gosh, I forgot. Yelp must have been a crazy girl. They had like just started and they were trying to, and they succeeded. They were trying to. We were trying to. No, what my job was this. Short side story here. July 23rd, you believe? Okay. Short side. I was there very briefly. It was essentially a firing line. They hired like 40 kids fresh out of college. And we were given Yelpatories, and we had to call restaurants and businesses and convince them to purchase an account with us at Yelp. And my Yelpatory happened to be around Chicago. So I'm there at 8 in the morning calling them, and it's like noon there. I got yelled at by so many people at restaurants because it was lunchtime. It was rush hour. They don't want to talk to me. I did not last there long, and it was insane. Yeah, startups, never again. No, not my vibe. All right, so what? I like how you phrased that. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What can Wendy move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward with after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward from after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward from after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward from after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward from after this Mercury retrograde? Messengers and spirit guides. What can Wendy finally move forward from after this Mercury retrograde? Sorry, all right, we have King of Cups reversed, Two of Swords reversed, the Magician reversed, Four of Cups reversed, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now, in this context, I think reversals make sense because we're talking about letting go, moving forward. And I think I also think a big message here is that definitely with the Magician reversed, I know you didn't ask if there was anything that you needed to change, but there's nothing that you need to transform. There's nothing that you need to change. But in terms of, what you need to move or what you will be able to move forward from, I'm definitely seeing something that's been affecting you emotionally with this King of Cups reversed. I see this rebalancing after Mercury retrograde. So I don't know who or what this is that is causing this emotional upheaval. Could be, who. But I do see a rebalancing. Don't know if you've done the cord cutting ritual yet, but I do see a rebalancing. A little bit of clarity with this Two of Swords reversed, which is often, actually, that's often what the Two of Swords is clarity. But in its reversed form, the fact that it's in reversed form, the way that you asked the question, that checks out for me, that these are all reversed And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Phew, the past few weeks have been tough at work. My new manager has been a nightmare to work with. I'm sorry to hear that, hon. I'm sorry. Interesting. This Two of Swords reverse. The Two of Swords reverse can suggest that the asker has to make a decision between two options but feels stuck and unable to make a move forward. And we're specifically asking, what will you be, moving away from? I even thought about leaving work one day, just like up and going. You mean leaving work that way? I see that with this Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is overworked. She's unfairly worked. She's burnt out. She's burnt out. And this could be a heralding for you, to shed your skin of where you are working. Just walking out for mental health day. It's been that bad. Jeez, I'm so sorry, Wendy. Yeah, with this Four of Cups reversed, I do see you having a like a new a rejuvenated sense of self, of worth, of direction. That was why I called my previous manager to talk to him about it, and he asked me if I wanted to grow with the company. Gotcha. I hear you. Not a good time for him to have asked that. I mean, honestly, he could have asked you any old time, and he would have. I mean, not to answer for you, but I'm assuming you would have reacted in the same way. You're not interested. Yeah, this could very well be this queen. That was the first thing I thought, actually, when I saw this Queen of Pentacles reversed here at the end. I was wondering, like, is that spirit saying, like, it's time to shed your just to finally shed that skin with the company? Because you don't want to grow with them. Yes, I don't want to suggest you leaving a job without finding a safe harbor beforehand, as I've always said. But I also feel like there's definitely a really good, more than one good opportunity out there for you. That would be an excellent alternative. Because this is too much. And you even mentioned in another reading a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I've been on for so long, but you said, like, so much has changed environmentally in your work. Like, so much has shifted. People have left. People are no longer there. It's not the same vibe. Yeah. So I'm just going to read this on my phone. I'm going to do the bare minimum now and just keep applying for jobs. I shouldn't stress about something I don't care about. That's a really deep ass thing to say, girl. I like that. Yeah, we shouldn't stress about things that we don't care about, and you clearly don't. I mean, you do in so much as it pays the bills, but it's the Hierophant reversed. It's the company is not aligned with your values, and it's just too stressful of an environment. That Queen of Pentacles reverse is just like, girl, it's too heavy. I shouldn't. Yeah, sorry, you read that. Yeah. So I think that's a big one, hon. Walking away from your work. It's a huge loaded potato thing for me to say, I know. Like, I rarely tell people to leave their partners unless they're being abused, of course. Hey, Austin, welcome, my friend. Like, I rarely tell people, or like, unless I for sure see someone's like really cheating on someone, I'll tell them loaded potato things. And this is a loaded potato statement for me to make. I do think it's time. Even though you haven't found that Six of Swords, that other harbor to dock yourself, I think you'll find it. And you'll have the time, you'll have way more time to find something great. You have all the time in the world. You know, you won't be having to take PTO to find something different. So yeah, I think this is what's up for you. I think that's the main one there. Also, including that King of Cups where you've been on thinking about the King of Cups reversed, the Two of Swords reversed. You've been on the fence. You've been thinking about this for a while now. King of Cups reversed. I see that like a rebalancing of emotions. I need emotional equilibrium. I need to work with an agency to find something. That's always a good tool. That's always a good tool. Yeah, working with an agency, very helpful, very helpful. They know your worth. They know your skill set. They know, they've got. They can pair you with someone who would be really good for you, and who you'd be really good for. So yeah, I think it's just about taking. I think it's like the Fool girl. I think it's just about taking that leap of faith. Usually I'm calm and practical, but I've been losing my temper. Oh girl, it's that Taurus. I just spent time with my brother. He's a Taurus, and yeah, you're chill. Y'all are chill as hell, but don't mess with them. Like, and you'll let people, you'll warn people. You're fair, but yeah, if your horns are coming out, girl, and you're a Taurus, bad sign. You know, Tauruses are usually really chill. When their horns do come out, it's not a good thing. Yeah. I mean, unless you need to defend yourself, but yeah, no, that's not good. Not good. That's a signifier of a change needed. Yeah. Um, I'm so sorry, love. Um, but everything's gonna be okay. I know that sounds really trite, but I really do believe there's something great out there for you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And they're not, because they won't let go of you. They won't let go of you. They adore you. Even though they asked you to, if you wanted a promotion and you declined it, they still are like, we won't mind you. You're so welcome, girl. You are so very welcome. Thank you. Much love and light to you, and good to see you. After a little breaky wakey. So the donation queue is open. So whoever donates next will be read for next. Thank you all so very much. And excuse me, we have just received a donation. Thank you so much, Matt, for your donation. How are you doing? And I'm assuming you're interested in a 15-card OG reading. I'm gonna get my glasses on because I am having a difficult time seeing. So you would like an OG reading, working a lot, that's good. That is good, that is always good. Who are we doing an OG reading on today, my friend? You got it. Have there been any developments? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Rebecca's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Matt? No, she still trolls me. I'm just curious. I mean, it's pretty dead on my end. Okay. We have 2 of Wands reversed, 7 of Wands reversed, the Chariot, the Magician reversed, 2 of Cups, 10 of Wands, the Moon reversed, the Hanged Man, 7 of Pentacles reversed, the Hierophant, 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reversed, 6 of Pentacles, and King of Wands. I hate to just, look at this and say, well, same old, but it is very much similar energy to other readings we've done on her. Starting with your general energies, we have this 2 of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. It's like this 2 of Wands reversed, you want this to be over. It's not funny, it's not cute. And she's not quitting. It's a huge pain in your ass. It's a huge pain in the ass. It's definitely a shoulder. It's a burden to shoulder at the end of the day. With this 10 of Wands, and correct me if I'm wrong, but with this 7 of Cups, part of the reason why it's so upsetting to you is because there are some lingering feelings for her. You have seen her normal. You haven't in a very long time, but you know it exists. So it's sad because like that was a possibility. It is no more. And it just reminds you when she's doing this weird stalking crap. Her general energies, we have the 2 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands. Need I say more? She's still madly in love with you. Still crazy madly in love with you. Thank you, Wendy, for your donation. Let me go ahead and quickly add you here. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. 100% childish, yeah. And I think she's at a point where she's like telling herself like this is normal behavior, this is okay. She's listening to someone, and I think it's herself. I would be hard pressed to believe. And Wendy, if you're watching, sorry, Rebecca, sorry, Wendy, Rebecca, if you're watching, feel free to chime in and let me know. Do you feel that your actions are normal? Because I think she does. I think she's at least listening to herself. But I don't believe that any person around her is saying, "Oh, this is a great idea. This is really cool what you're doing." Unless she has an army of weirdos, which is possible, she still has I mean, I know she's a woman, but she's still got a boner for you. King of Wands, it's not just cups, it's also wands. She's also extremely attracted to you. We've discussed this in the past. She's very, very sexually attracted to you. And you're like, I know, don't drive me into this, girl. What the hell? No, I'm sorry. Mixing up my names. I'm sorry. Then her thoughts on the matter. We have the 7 of Wands reversed, the Moon reversed, and the 5 of Wands. She's definitely still operating covertly, deeply covertly. Not just the Moon, but like I always say, I feel like this card is like the one card in the deck that has the same meaning upright and reversed. If anything, when it's reversed, it deepens the meaning. It's like she she's not hiding as well as she thinks she is. I mean, you know she's doing it. I know she's doing it. She's not letting her guard down. She's not stopping. The Seven of Wands reverse. Um, this is a hill she's willing to die on. This Five of Wands. She's gonna keep doing this, dude. I know I've said that before. I just keep on seeing it, and literally with what you tell me, it legit. It's deeply covert social media stalking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've had clients come in and they think they're being like gang stalked and stuff, which is not real. I don't believe it is real. I believe it's a mental illness. It would take so much coordination and money and resources. Nobody's that important in this world. But anyway, in this case, I know you're being stalked. I've known it from day one. Like, you are legit being stalked. Not gang stalked. It's not a group of people. Does she have people? It's not. I wouldn't. I mean, this isn't. Again, I don't believe it. It's not a real thing. Gang stalking, in my opinion, is not real. Stalking it is for sure legit real, and social media stalking is for sure real and a problem. Because you want to post cool stuff. You want to post, you want to be social. It's social media. I hate Instagram, so I'm never on it. But you may want to go on. She's ruining your experience by stalking you. Her feelings. I knew the Chariot was going to come up. We have the Chariot, the Hangman, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I want some clarity, a little bit. Yeah, goofy's an understatement, dude. Goofy is an understatement. Yeah, taking action with that Chariot card. She feels like she needs to continue taking action, moving towards you, but not physically. With this Knight of Pentacles reverse, she's not actually getting on her horse and getting close, or her metaphorical analogous horse and getting closer to you. But she's still following you. She's still watching you from afar. This Hangman. Hangman is all about vision, perspective. In this case, I see it as vision. I see it as literally her hanging from a tree and looking at your socials and engaging in that weird stuff. Her intentions. The Magician reversed, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Six of Pentacles. I want some clarity with this Magician reverse. This is quite fascinating to me. No, it's not. The Magician reversed is horrible. The Magician reverse represents someone who's using their energy and their resources for bad. I'd be lying if I said I never made something with her in mind. I mentioned that earlier, I think, with this Seven of Cups, with your general energy. Like, you have seen her not be crazy, but she can't seem to return to that. Like, crazy has overtaken her when it comes to you. Seems like she holds it down in the rest of her life. I mean, she's got a job, one where she really helps people. As you mentioned, she's a licensed social worker, I believe. She can't help herself. She is deeply. I mean, I'm not using this as an excuse for her. She is deeply wounded, as I'm sure you know. This is all matters of protection. The distance, watching you from afar. It doesn't. It never allows anything to become so serious that it would break her heart, which she won't be vulnerable enough to engage with, which you need to be to be in a partnership. I have every reason to believe that, Matt, because you're sharp and educated and talented. You wouldn't go for, and you like her. You really liked her. You wouldn't go for just some like shabby lady. I'm sure she's quite beautiful too. Um, I know it's sad. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. It's just a sad situation. I also don't see it resolving itself. I don't see this becoming her magically realizing oh, I've got to spread my wings and fly and just be vulnerable here in order to really actually like share something with Matt. I just don't see that happening. I see her continuing the same crap. Um, no forward growth, no forward movement with her intentions with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. But still continuing to watch your life with the Six of Pentacles. Does she comment on your posts and such? Does she engage with you? I'm sure she does it as another person, doesn't she? She pretends she's somebody else, and you see right through it. Yeah, that's that Six of Pentacles. Like, it's not just watching you; like, she is engaging with you as another person. Does she ever do it directly as herself? Traumasaurus, you're funny. Oh, that's hella sad. She's so deeply wounded. I mean, I'm sure that's what attracted her to her profession. You know, a lot of social workers come from very traumatic experiences. I mean, we all experience trauma. Have you ever seen that clip of Jamie Lee Curtis? She's talking about trauma, but she says it like trauma. It's funny. It's like a 20-second clip. It's a pretty amazing meme. So I always pronounce it as trauma. Traumasaurus. Yeah. This is her putting up her moat around her metaphorical castle up here. It's preventing her from actually being able to share something special with you. Because if she were to do that, she runs the risk of her heart getting broken. It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all, is what I say. So if you're watching this, Rebecca, please listen to me. Stop messing around and get real. Yeah, don't sweat it, honey. Don't sweat it. It's not worth your energy. She's definitely exerting her energy in me too. Not worth it. Thank you again, my friend. You're a real one. Miss Wendy. Thank you, honey, for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. My headache finally went away, you guys. I'm so happy. I shouldn't say that because I feel like it's going to come back if I just say that. No, my headache went away because I took 2 full Excedrin, and I do not like Excedrin. It makes me feel like really icky. Fun fact. But it freaking works. I should be a spokesperson for them. Actually, probably not. It makes me feel icky, but it works. It totally does. I just hate caffeine. These are fun. What do you mean? Like my readings in general? Thank you so much. I think that's what you mean. Dude, so I just got back. I literally just got back from Paris and Istanbul. I flew back in about 6-7 hours ago. Thank you so much, my friend. Let me tell you a story real quick while we wait for Wendy. So I was in Istanbul. I was staying there for a little over a week, because my brother got married. Yeah, my brother had a huge effing wedding, dude. 600 people. It was crazy. It was like the wedding of the century in their town. It was right on the border of Syria and Iraq. That's what I saw in my hotel window. It was like, whoa, man, this is nuts. It was so hot too, but it was unlike anywhere I've ever been. It was so cool. The music, the food, everything was so different. Okay, yeah, you're. Oh, thank you, Wendy. It's the one I told you. I was just gonna tell Matt that while I was in Istanbul, one of my goals. Oh no, I quit. Hold on. Wait a sec. Okay. Had a stomach ache all day today, even at work. I'm sorry to hear that. I've had a headache all day, and now it just came back. Anyway, quick story, long story short, I got a tarot reading by a lady in Istanbul, and she spoke Farsi, and so we used a translator. She had me pull, it was a 20-minute reading for $20, and I pulled maybe like 10 cards. She asked me to pull 5. The first 2 I pulled were the 2 of Pentacles. No, these weren't the first ones. It was like maybe 10 minutes into the reading. I pulled the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And she goes, you've betrayed a lot of people. You've lied to a lot of people. And you've screwed, like, you basically, she didn't say this, but like, you basically screwed a ton of people over. And you have a curse that I need to remove from you. I'm like, okay, we're done. No, that's where I disagree because I know tarot, and I've told you multiple times I have my own tarot business. That's not how you read those 2 cards. I disagree, and I know for a fact I have not effed people over. So that's my story. I don't know if you heard that, Austin, but that I got a reading in Istanbul, and I felt kind of screwed over. I wish I had. It's not that I wish I hadn't done it. I'm glad I did it for the experience, but not a good reader. Or it was lost in translation with the Farsi because it's way different from English. But no, that's a effed up thing to say to a client. Like, I don't think I've ever had to say that to a client. Anywho, Miss Wendy, you there, girl? Everyone's just like, enough with the stories. I actually wanted to list as a professional work reference my job search since we worked well together before. List A. Okay, that's an individual. How would that go if they call him? Let's see. I need to get more fluid. I'm so dehydrated after that flight. I don't know about y'all, but I get super dehydrated when I fly. Okay. All right, love. Let's get into this. I had to put my glasses on because it got a little darker. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. If Wendy listed A as a professional work reference, or how would it go? Yeah, or just how would it go if you called A? Well, okay, is that a fine question? Just how would it go if you gave them a ring? Because we know what the intention is behind the call. Spirit knows it, you know. Or I can ask it in a more like verbose way. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid because it's a work related call. And what is a sign? Do you know? And he's a male. Okay. Him. Okay. You already said it. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Okay. Let's ask that. Would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Angels, messages and spirit guides, would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Mixed messages and spirit guides, would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Mixed messages and spirit guides, would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Mixed messages and spirit guides, would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Mixed messages and spirit guides, would A be a reliable work reference for Wendy? Oh, he's the dude! He's the dude you asked about in the last reading. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot his initials. Sorry. Got pseudo mushy banana brain, but my intuition's strong. Just my my memory's not as sharp. Death reversed. 3 of Pentacles. The Emperor reversed. That came up with when we asked earlier, didn't it? I think it was the first card that came up. 5 of Pentacles. I believe that was the 3rd card that came up. There may be some grudge. I normally never read before pulling all the cards, okay? But I'm feeling there may be some kind of grudge here. No? Was that a different question that we asked? That was, wasn't it? Temperance. So what I'm liking here, I'm loving. It was 7 of Cups reversed for the first one. Thank you. Thank you for remembering. See, my memory's mushy bananas today. I've been awake for over 24 hours. It's like 4 in the morning right now. What I'm loving, not just liking, but loving, is this 3 of Pentacles. This is someone who, yes, you can rely on. You can rely on to provide a decent reference for you. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles is all about collaborative working. And it also tells me that, but I will say the rest of these cards do feel a bit like what he's going to share about you will be good with this Temperance card. I think he will agree to be a work reference for you. There is, again, I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to prevent him from. I really don't think it's going to prevent him from being a work reference for you. But there is a twinge of like, I don't want to say sadness, but disappointment. Disappointment with this Death reversed and Emperor reversed. There is definitely this energy of disappointment that you did not choose to progress in the company because you're so good, but you also need a healthy work-life balance. You can't be the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which is what he sounds like, or King of Pentacles reversed in his case. He eats and sleeps and breathes there. He basically lives there, sounds like. There were for sure people like that at Yelp. For sure. I'm like, do you even have an apartment? Like, what's the point of having an apartment in downtown San Francisco if you just live here all the time? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, yeah, he sees with this 5 of Pentacles. He's, as I mentioned earlier, he's finally excuse me. He's finally seeing the full picture. He's finally getting what you're dropping down. You said that you've started like energetically backing away, putting your foot down more, refusing extra work that you're not being really like rewarded or even compensated for, possibly. He definitely is not blind to that. He sees it clear as crystal now. He may have even mentioned it to colleagues of yours. Like, I tried to get her to you know, walk up the ladder a few rungs, and she declined, or she didn't answer my question, which is essentially declining, because they need someone who's going to jump at the opportunity and be like, oh yeah, like, this is my life. I love this company that I'm not going to mention. Yeah. I mean, look at Samuel. And as I told you, I met a friend. Like, literally, we still text each other. She lives in Reno, but she comes to the Bay a lot, so I'm hoping we can get a drink. But she's Turkish, and she works for your company. She's a civil engineer. And no, she quit 2 months ago. Haha! And she's like, I'm free. I'm free. I hated that place. I was there for like 3 years. But she quit. She quit and she found something better. I thought of you. I told her about you. I was like, oh my god, I have a friend who works at the one in blah blah blah. And she's like, I've gotta go. Yeah. Yeah. She was hella cool. I was like, dude, girl, give me your number. Yeah, Samuel's in Vegas now, working there. That's where her brother is. Yeah, she's in Reno, or she was in Reno. She's still living there. I think she's moving to the Bay. I'm hoping she does, because I need more friends. She could find. Yeah, she found something else in Reno, but I don't think she's like thrilled about it. But anyway, she left. She left, and she found something. And I don't know what you do, and you don't have to tell me. But something tells me that there is something better for you out there. Yeah, don't go to Vegas. Don't go to Reno. Don't go back. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. It's not aligned with your values. Which can be hard. It can be hard. You know. Yeah. She said the same thing. She was like, you have no idea how long I wanted to leave. It sounded very similar to your story. She was like, you have like no idea how long I wanted to leave for so long. It was project after project after project, and she was working on the main one, and then it was just like all these sub projects. She was having to do all of the work. I'm like, you really sound like my friend. I'd never moved to a place that's not a blue state or a cool ass city. I asked her, I'm like, how is Reno? Like, she was like, it's not too bad. I'm like, for real? Like, I hate. Imagine being stuck in the middle of nowhere in this job. For real. Well, that's how I feel about Reno. It's like, what, the biggest little city in the world? I don't know if you've ever been there, but I used to go there a lot as a child. We'd go skiing in the mountains, and then we'd stay at Circus and play games and get little stuffed animals. It was lots of fun, actually. Good childhood memories of Reno. But even we acknowledged, like, this is, like, kind of gross. I don't know any better, like, more polite way to put it. You know what I mean. Like, it's kind of tacky. Yeah, it's not very elegant. And I'm not just saying that because I just got back from Paris. It's a pretty shabby city. I don't even know what, like, I feel like there wouldn't be a lot of young people there. She said it wasn't too bad though. But yeah, the heat. Nevada in general. My ex moved to Carson City. A bunch of Californians are moving to Nevada because it's just so much cheaper. I hate Vegas. It gave me the worst vibe. I don't ever want to ever go back. Yeah. And yeah, you want to move, you want to leave the city you're living in. But I also think you could find something temporary before finding something across the pond. And it takes a leap of faith for sure, but you may need to visit these places across the pond. Say you find a job opportunity in London or something, or Berlin or somewhere, or Lisbon. You know, I saw hella flights to Lisbon. I hella thought of you, girl. I think of you a lot. And sorry, that sounded really creepy, but I think about you guys a lot. Little things remind me of you guys. And yeah, so that's the thing. You might need the opportunity to physically interview with I mean, yes, you can do it over like, FaceTime, but there's a lot of places that are going to want to see you in person. You're going to London, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the card said you would thrive there. I'll be there for Thanksgiving break, London and Paris. There you go, girl. So you can do some work while you're there. Not the most fun thing, but you are a Taurus. You can check out some job opportunities. You know, I don't know how much French you speak. I mean, people really do speak a lot of English in Paris. The older generation, a little harder. Some of the ones 60, the boomer generation, some of them did not learn English, but like people our age for sure know English. I'm always super flattered when people always think I'm French. Like I had, oh my god, an amazing dinner last night, and I asked the garçon for an English menu, and when I sat down, he said, bonsoir, and he handed me the French menu. I was like, I'm sorry, can I get the English one? He was like, are you serious? I was like, yes. Sorry. He's like, I thought you were French. I was like, no. It was better. It was better because I thought that what I was ordering had cream cheese on it, but it was creme fraiche. So there you go. It's an easier transition with a visa. Yeah, you're already looking at U.S. companies with European offices. There you go. Yes, right. You can have that work visa. My brother's got a work visa right now. I don't. And you know what? I'm gonna say it really proudly. I brought some really cute ass outfits. I have some really cute summer outfits that I just can't wear in San Francisco. I brought like all my summer dresses. I had not planned to go to Paris. I thought I was not going. But it happened. And it was so funny. I was only gonna stay for 2 days. And then my friend was like, do you want to stay another 2 days? I'm like, is the Pope Catholic? Like, of course. And then he was like, because we wanted to watch the game. I don't know if you watched it, England and France. Such a good game. Go England. If I have any English viewers watching right now, I hope you were happy with our victory. I just kept on extending my stay. Yeah, and then it would have been crazy if I'd have flown out tomorrow, but I had a doctor's appointment, so I can't be effing around in Paris. But last night was such a good last night. I walked with my friend along the Seine. People were just dancing and listening to music and having fun. It was hella dark because they don't have a whole lot of lights on the Seine, as you know. Even though the sun goes down hella late, but I didn't feel threatened at all. Like that was something I totally noticed. Was like I didn't feel that any threatening vibes at all. Just people enjoying themselves. People are allowed to drink in public. I saw a really beautiful lady, by the way, very well dressed, very well comported, drinking a beer, walking down the street on Rue de Rivoli. I was like, holy crap, like that is so dignified. French people don't get drunk. I mean, sometimes, okay, I've heard a few of them get drunk, but I think for the most part, I've seen them. They'll order one drink and they'll take like an hour to drink that. I think he went during a good week, so no insane heat wave. There was a heat wave, but it wasn't insane. The worst it got was one day it was really muggy, and it was 80 degrees. I didn't have jet lag because I came from Istanbul. Why was I so tired? Oh, I arrived late. Yeah. It rained all night. But yeah, the worst it got was one day it was like 80. And I found my fan broke, but then I found somebody's fan on the floor at Place de Vosges. It's this little red fan. I'll show it to you. I found it on the floor, and I'm like, why not have a fan that you find in Paris, unless like she got like dog doo-doo on it, which she didn't. I'm assuming this belonged to a lady. I just found it on the floor, and I was like, yeah, these save your butt. Girl, the metro, okay, no, the metro, it's cool because they can open the windows like on the subway, but like when you're waiting for the train, sometimes there were some points where it was really uncomfortable. Hell yeah, I put it in my bag. I was with my friend. I was like, should I take it? And he's just like, yeah, why not? You need a fan. Because my other one broke. So yeah, no, I took it. I took it home. I didn't do any shopping in France. Unfortunately, I would have, even though I'm trying to be good with my pennies right now. There were so many sales because it's summertime. I heard the BO is so bad. Girl, it is. And it's always been a thing. I Before I started going to Paris regularly, I'd always heard from Americans like, "Ooh, watch out for the BO." It's okay, I'll tell you, I've dated French men. They don't like me wearing they don't like me wearing deodorant, and they like me to grow my. They wanted me to grow my armpit. I used to have long armpit hair. I used to like up until very recently, like last year, I didn't shave. Like, because I saw so many cool girls doing it, like what's her name, Margaret Qualley and Miley Cyrus. Um, I was just like, yeah, like I'll just stop shaving. My friend said she had to get off the train because it was so bad she couldn't stand it. Girl, yeah, there was a guy next to me, not on the train. It was today. Yes, they are. They're really into pheromones. They're a wild girl. They're a hell of libertine. Yeah, the metro wasn't so bad with the BO, but today at CDG when I was doing my TSA, there was a fellow who clearly was not wearing deodorant, and he did not have sexy pheromones. Sometimes, I'll be honest, this is gonna sound weird. Miley Cyrus even said this, but some guys smell like kind of hot. So long as they're not totally grossly sweaty, like after a workout or something. You know what I mean? But like a light smell of someone, if you're attracted to someone. And if it's some rando, like I don't want to smell your body odor, dude. I don't know you. And he was like grabbing stuff and like raising his arms. I'm like, for why? Like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, they go all natural. Thank God he wasn't on mine. My plane was funny. I switched seats twice. No, once. I was accommodating a lot of couples. I didn't mind so long as I do not care where I sit on a plane so long as it's aisle. I don't mind people crawling over me, but I need to run to the loo way more often than other people. And I just feel like caged in with a window seat or middle seat. Ugh. Middle seat, no, cannot do that. But thankfully I had a window seat. But yeah, so it was a totally full train. And I took the BART home to my parents' house because that's where my car is, and it's like it's all the way down the line. It's like an hour's like trip, and there was a lady on the train with a bag from Monop, like the grocery store, and two pieces of luggage, and she was with her sons. I was like, "Did you just get back from Paris? Did you just fly the United?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm just like, "That's crazy. I just got off that plane too. That's so funny." Yeah, it was a really full plane. There was a lot of people. Yes, I did not have to pay extra. I almost did. Sometimes I have. I did for one. Yeah, I paid extra for an aisle with one of my flights. Yeah, it was like $30 or something. But yeah, I need aisle. I just feel like trapped, you know. But yeah, no, all the flights were legit. I made friends. My the first flight I took, I made two friends, and we started a WhatsApp group sharing our travel adventures, and we called ourselves the Powerpuff Girls. But it was so much fun. We just talked like almost the whole time, and then we took a synchronized nap. It was wonderful. They were so cool. And then I met that girl who worked. used to work at your place. Thank you so much, Brian, for your donation, my friend. Thank you, thank you. How is Casey feeling about me right now? Does he want to make amends and reconcile? Did you end up talking to him, Brian? I'm so sorry. I'm really, really thirsty. I need to just quickly grab something to drink. I'll be right back. So sorry. Very sorry about that. You talked to Mike a few weeks ago. How did that go? How did it go with Mike? And did I cue you up? No, man, I didn't. Okay. Cue Brian over. And we also just received a donation from Miss Shateria. Girl, hey! I haven't seen you in hella days. Hope you're doing well. It went alright, legit. Starting to build a bridge. A lot has transpired between the two of you, you know what I mean? Okay, how is he feeling? Do you want me to ask how Casey's feeling about you right now? Or do you want me to know if he wants to make amends and reconcile? Hey girl, hey. This sucks, you guys. I got rid of my headache and it just came back. If anyone has any headache remedies, I used to get them all the time. A bit of both. Well, it's one question, and those are two different questions. I would advise just generally asking. We could do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions. That would answer exactly what he's feeling and whether he intends to reconcile with you. You want to do that? It doesn't have to be romantic. I always tell people that. I've done it for people's friends before. I've done it for my friends. Do you want to do that? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? Venus messages and spirit guides. What are Casey's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Brian? We have 8 of Wands reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Pentacles, the Tower reversed, and 3 of Swords reversed. So that tells me that at this time, I don't get an energy of permanence here, Brian, but at this time, with this 8 of Wands reversed, he does not have intentions of reconciling with you. I think I believe he does eventually. I think it's like on his to-do list, so to speak. But yeah, and then we have this. Oh, sorry, the 8 of Wands reversed. That's your energy. You guys aren't speaking to each other. His energy is the 3 of Swords reversed. He's trying to get past personally the ending that, and then the hurt between the two of you, and what he did to you. Yeah, his thoughts towards you have the Page of Pentacles reversed. This is someone not taking action. But what tells me that this is not permanent is his feelings, this 3 of Pentacles. This is telling me that he still believes that there's some potential for collaboration on the horizon with you, likely something musical. But his intentions at this time, his current intentions, we have the Tower reversed. He's not in a place where he's able or wanting to make any major changes in his life, or go back to any way, like to certain ways, older friendships, so to speak. So that is what I am seeing for you, Brian. Thank you so much for your donation. I hope I brought you clarity there. Yeah, it doesn't feel permanent like that. It doesn't feel like he permanently doesn't want to talk to you. It's like just at this time, it's not big on his to-do list. I need to plug my phone in. She's about to die. I will be right back. Thank you. You're welcome, Brian. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, next on deck we have Miss Shataria. Hey girl, hey. Hope you're doing well. Did you have did you want a 10-card reading or did you have 2 separate questions? 2 questions. You got it, girl. Please go ahead and post your first question. Thank you. What were Jafel's thoughts about our first kiss the other day? Ooh. What is Jafel's sign? Wait, is that the guy that you work with, girl? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts after his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts after his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts on his first kiss with Shataria the other day? It's a new person. Okay. Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Angels, messages, and spirit guides. What are Jafel's thoughts about his first kiss with Shataria the other day? Ooh. Ooh. Alright, we have 3 of Cups, Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. What is this guy's sign? He is so into you. He is so into you. He is so into you. The only card that's kind of freaking me out, actually both this 3 of Pentacles, this 3 of Cups, I'm worried he might, he does really like you. But I'm concerned he may have another girl on the side. But Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, he is extremely attracted to you. He finds you incredibly attractive. He thinks you're like one of the sexiest women he's ever, certainly one of the sexiest women he's ever kissed. And he also really values you, like, as a woman. He thinks that there is a future with you. With the Wheel of Fortune. This is not done. I don't know when you guys kissed. I don't know if he's reached out to you yet, but I do feel like he will. He wants to make this work. I'm hoping he doesn't want it to be he's dating someone behind your back. And I hope it's more, because I do fear he's with someone. Like 4 days ago. Okay, because I don't always get third-party energy from the 3 of Cups. But in this instance, I am feeling it. But I also feel like you've awakened some really strong feelings in him. But you don't want to, you don't strike me as the type of person you want to get involved in that. So I am a bit concerned about that. I'm hoping it's more, I'm going to leave her and start a new future with her. a new fortune, the Wheel of Fortune, because he definitely, he's got night energy, girl. This guy really likes you a lot. So, yeah. Oh, you gotta ask him what his sign is, girl. You know, I love that. I love that stuff. It helps me. It really does. I do my best to not be prejudiced against certain signs. I was talking to a lady on the plane about that. I do my very best to not be prejudiced against certain signs. Although I do have a very difficult time sometimes with Virgos, but not always. Sometimes we can be really awesome. Yeah, I think we're trying to see where things will go. Oh, I think so. Yeah, he's got the future on his brain, girl. With the Wheel of Fortune, he thinks there's a future with you. So I'm hoping he's not trying to keep a lady on the side. That's all I'm saying. I'm hoping it's more. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna end that, and I'm gonna become her knight. You really, yeah, you moved him. You really inspired him. I don't know any other way of putting it, but yeah, he's really into you. You've probably picked up on that. I don't know if he's super. You can tell me. I don't know if he's super like all over you, but I think he probably plays it cool. I believe it will when things get serious. Yeah. Take things slowly. No need to rush things. He definitely thinks there's potential here for sure. Yeah, those are very promising cards for sure. He does play cool, yeah. If he were to really express himself, he would come off way too strongly. Like his feelings for you are strong. I see that for sure. So, but there you go. That's the Knight of Wands. Hey Darcy, sup girl? Welcome, welcome. That's that Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a man of action. He takes the lead, and he wanted to kiss you, and he did. I would not be surprised if he was a Leo. I think he's a fixed sign with that Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, that I'm not drinking from the most elegant glass right now. I'm super dehydrated. It sucks. You were shocked? Why? You're a lovely lady. And that's what we love. I think that's what most women like. We like men to take action. I love it when men take action. So what will be his next moves towards me? Great question. Jafal, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next moves towards Shateria be? Because he doesn't communicate much. Has he communicated at all? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next? Cool. Okay. Next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Jafal's next actions towards Shateria be? That was really strange how the card popped out of the deck. I can't really describe how it happened, but it was really weird. Like the top one came off like a single card. I guess not as much as I would like him to. Yeah, I get that vibe, but still play it cool. Yeah, no need to rush things. Okay, we have the Hanged Man reversed. Strength. I'm telling you, I think I would not be surprised if he was a Leo. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. Girl. And the World. Oh my god, he wants to make you his girlfriend. I don't get to say that very often. Oh my gosh. The Hangman reverse is often a card of stagnation, but in this case, I swear one of the definitions is making adjustments in one's life to accommodate someone in it. I want to double check. I swear I've read it like that. I think I've seen it. The Hangman reverse. Big changes. And I don't hear that often. Girl, I don't say that often. I don't get to say that often, and I'm so happy. Like, girl, he is so into you. I can't. First of all, I definitely think he's a Leo. And Leos are very, very romantic. They also play it cool at first. I've been with more Leos than any other sign. Leos and Geminis equally. It's funny. So I know Leo men very well. They play it cool at first. But Strength in the Hermetic deck, I told you he was really, really sexually attracted to you. But that's not it. He likes you more than that. He really does. And you guys don't know each other that well, but what he does know, it doesn't feel like love bombing, but it does feel very like he feels like this is love at first sight. He wants to make you his Queen of Cups. He wants to make you his queen of his emotional empire. He wants to start something with you. Ace of Cups is a beginning of love. It's not the Ace of Pentacles. Now, if this was the Ace of Pentacles, this would be someone that you knew very, very well. So this is where you didn't ask for my advice, but Miss Sophie's going to give it to you. We started talking about the end of May. Okay. I was dating someone around that time last year too, and it lasted about the summer. We're still friends. We stopped dating. That's a decent amount of time, but it's still not a lot of time. It's only July. Okay, take it slowly. This Ace of Cups is really, really good. Like, trust me, it's the beginning of a loving connection. But I always prefer to see the Ace of Pentacles because that represents foundations, which are so important, structural foundations, really getting to know someone before you jump into a relationship with them. He is going to really want to rush things. With this Strength card here, this is a guy who doesn't waste time. So I feel like you're the one who's going to have to pump the brakes a little bit. So, and that might be hard. And I see that here with the World. Again, I think he's a Leo. He's definitely a fixed sign. He knows what he wants, and he wants you. And this is very similar to the Wheel of Fortune. He sees a future with you, no doubt. But my advice is take this slowly. Don't move in together yet. Give it a few months before you all move in together. I think that's always wise. Even that can be, But I think 3 months is a good time to figure that out. But he's crazy about you. I don't get to say that very often. I mean, these cards don't lie. The last cards were so romantic and they're very erotic. They're erotic, romantic, and fateful. He feels very deeply. He feels very, very sexually attracted to you and very emotionally connected to you. Um, yeah, yeah. I know he's not showing it. He's playing it cool. I and I swear he's a Leo. I would be shocked if he wasn't. At least he has got. I think he has a lot of Leo in his chart. I do think he has a girlfriend, but I do think that he plans on ending things. Most Leos don't ever stay alone. That's something I've noticed. They usually kind of jump from person to person, which is not to say that this will be short term. He certainly doesn't want it to be short term, but he wants a beginning with you. But definitely, when you go to his house, definitely go to his house. Go to his go in his bathroom, girl. You know what I'm talking about. Look for lady stuff. Look for ladylike furniture. Look for women's clothing. I mean, yeah, he could be dating a woman and not living with her, but even when you're not living with your dude, you still spend the night and leave stuff there. So I'm serious, girl. Put on your spy glasses. I do it all the time. I always want to make sure, like, is there any, like, girly shampoo in here? Like, that'll tell me everything. Tampons, yeah. So keep your eyes peeled. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. But other than that, this is a man with an open heart. He is really emotionally mature. You've kind of hit the jackpot here. I don't get to give readings like that this often. I'm aware of someone, but I don't think it's serious. There you go. I don't either. So you're already aware of her. It's not serious. He doesn't. He wants to end it. He wants to end it. So did he tell you about her, or did you find out through a friend? I knew it. He's not wanting a three. I don't think he wants to have a secret threesome. I think he wants to have you. I think he wants to cut things with the world card. I think he wants to cut ties. He told you, bingo. There you go. That's the most honest. That's very honest. That says a lot more. Yeah, he wants to break up with her. He would not have told you about her if he didn't want to break up with her. Especially if he didn't mention some threesome thing, because men know that most women are not down for that, and he's not. That's not what I don't think that's what he wants. Have fun, girl. Take it slowly. Right. I'm glad I was the person you gave this type of reading for. I love reading. I love reading in general, but I always love reading for you. And yeah, I've been gone. I literally just got off the airplane today, and I had to take Excedrin because I had a headache, and I'm wide awake now. So yeah, I got to go live. I'm happy to have read for you. Both of those readings were beautiful. Good stuff. He's a good guy. I like him. I like his energy a lot. So, and he's crazy about you. That's what it's about. Finding a guy that's crazy about you. He's not chasing you at this time. I think he's dealing with the girl right now. Yeah, I was gone for a while. I brought my laptop. I went to my brother's wedding in Turkey, and then I spent a little bit of time in Paris. And I brought my laptop with me, but I didn't have Wi-Fi in most of the Wi-Fi I had was really bad. So I was like, oh dang, I can't go live. So, but I was giving private readings, but I gave a few private readings. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back. It's also the time difference too. Like I would have been going on at like 3 a.m, and most of y'all are asleep. So yeah. Anywho, have fun. Take it slowly. I think I told you were going to find a summer romance. I vaguely remember telling you that. You were going to find a guy this summer. His energy is so loving and fun. I love his energy. I honestly think a big reason why he's not super communicative with you right now, I think he's ending things. Yeah. And I think he's cutting that with that world card. I think he's cutting ties with her. I think that's what he's focusing on right now. And I think once that's settled, you're gonna get a phone call from him, and he's gonna just be like, "Let's do this. Do you want to be my girlfriend?" I genuinely think it's like that. Or do you want to start dating at least? But I think he's gonna ask you to be his girl. This is big league, girl. I love this. This is one of the best readings. I love it. Love is real. Everybody, it does exist. Yeah. So this is good. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always, and keep me posted on how this goes, because these cards are big time. Like, yeah, big deal. If I pulled that for a dude, and I do readings for myself sometimes, I'll admit it. I go to other readers too, but if I pulled those cards for a dude, I would be elated. I'd be like, oh my god, like, there's potential here. Like, oh my god, I'm so dark right now. Like, the shadows are on me. Anyway, yes, please do, girl. And I'm back. I'm back. I'll be back to your regularly scheduled programming. Will be returning. Sophie will be back on most evenings, especially during the summer. I don't. My other job is very slim, so I will be on a lot more. So the donation, I'm going to do a last call for all donations. Because I've been on for just a little over, excuse me. I come out here to my parents and I get like hay fever. Last call for all donations. Even if you've asked a question tonight and you have another question, I'm more than happy to answer for you. I do that all the time. But I'm going to give 3 minutes. If you would like a reading this evening, I'm happy to read for you, even though it's kind of hard to see me. Should I just turn off this light? I don't know. No, I can't do that. It's unfortunate. Oh, okay, if I sit like back, it's not too bad. Anyway, last call, everybody, for any and all donations. The gate is about to close. We have boarded the plane, and it's last call for alcohol. So if you want a reading, I'm happy to read for you. Just send your donation or say it in the chat, like, I'm going to donate. Last call. Oh my god, what is going on with my phone? Last call, everybody, for all donations. Thank you. I never noticed that, okay. Hello to the 6 of you watching out there. I always wonder who y'all are. I figure one of them is my parents, but they're watching something else right now, so I don't think they're one of the 6. But whoever is, if any of you guys want a reading, now is the time to send your donating, and I can proceed. I think my headache is finally gone. I think I was just like severely dehydrated. Yeah, travel will do that. But it's worth it, isn't it? It's definitely worth it. God, that would have been crazy if I'd have taken the flight tomorrow for free with an $800 voucher to United. That's crazy. Last call night for any and all donations. Thank you so very much. I mean, it would have been a huge pain in the ass. I would have had to take another Uber, packed again, just kind of like chilled, I guess. I don't know. Last call tonight for any and all donations. Thank you. If you have a question, please let me know if you're interested in hearing the story of me. And the tarot reading I got in Istanbul, oh, that was so not the vibe. It was not good guidance. But God bless her, you know, we're all, she just didn't give me real vibes. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. It has been fun. Good to be back. Good to see you. Much love and light. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. I will be on most evenings. And if I'm not, I'm always available for private readings, as you know. And I think I forgot to mention earlier, I offer 2 different types. I do them over Zoom, just one-on-one. If I'm at my parents' house, we unfortunately can't use the card cam, but if we're at my parents' house, if we're at my apartment, we can use the card cam, and yeah, it's just one-on-one, me and you. There's no limit to the number of questions we can answer. And then I also do them at no additional donation amount. You just send in your question with your donation, either over DMs over Instagram. I answer via voice memos over Instagram, or I can type it over email. And I'm a great writer. I went to school to write, and I love writing, so you'll get a very thorough reading. So yeah, if you don't see me online, remember, I did a few private readings while I was away. Shout out to everyone who got a private reading while I was on vacation. It was much appreciated. And yeah, so it's just proof that I'm always here for you. Much love and light, and I'll see y'all soon. I don't know if I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll do my best. But I will, wait, today's Monday. Yeah, I will like most definitely see y'all on Wednesday. Maybe not tomorrow, but definitely Wednesday. Love and light. See you soon. Bye.